To start a new Bootstrap project in CodeKit, just choose File, New Bootstrap Project, or the same option is available in the project's popover on the plus button. A small window comes up asking where you'd like the project. I'm on my desktop, so I'll create a folder named Bootstrap. I'll click Create and then choose. CodeKit downloads the latest version of Bootstrap from NPM and then builds the project. As soon as that's complete, just click the Preview button and you're up and running with Bootstrap 5. CodeKit automatically structures our Bootstrap project for us. In the Finder, we'll see a Build subfolder. This is where all of the compiled output goes, and build is eventually what we upload to our server to take the site live. All the files we edit live in source here, and that's very straightforward. There's one index.html file and then subfolders for images, scripts, and styles. Let's walk through a few of those files. Under the styles folder is main.scss, the main style sheet for our project, and by default, all this does is import every possible component of Bootstrap. Now, to get a smaller CSS file, you should optimize this by removing or commenting out the parts of Bootstrap that you don't use. That removes a bunch of rules and therefore reduces the file size of the final CSS file. At the bottom of main.scss is an additional import line for demo.scss, a file that lives over here. This file just contains some rules that power the initial preview page. You can delete it and remove this import statement as you add your own style sheets. Moving on to main.js, the story is very similar. By default, all this file does is import every JavaScript component of Bootstrap, along with a single dependency on popper.js, which is needed if you use the dropdown, tooltip, or popover components. Just like with the Sass file, remove or delete whatever you don't use, and the resulting bundled JS file will be much smaller. Your page will load faster. Next, this is an ES6 file. It is using modules, so you can import your own modules if you're writing JavaScript that way, or just write some vanilla JavaScript below this final line, and it'll all be bundled into a final output file that browsers can understand. And lastly, there's index.html. This file just has some placeholder content to show off a few of Bootstrap's features. You can edit it and obviously change it for whatever you need to build. The initial preview page for a new Bootstrap project in CodeKit is just one example of what you can do with the framework. To see other starting points, click the See More Examples button on the page. That'll open up Bootstrap's website and a gallery of different components like forms and grids and dashboards that you can use in your own projects. To download all of those examples at once, grab the source code here, Download Examples. I've already done that, so I'll switch back to my desktop here. And there's another theme that I'd like to try out called Jumbotron. And so what I'll do is I'll drag that index.html file from Jumbotron over to my own project. I'll replace the existing one. When I do that, though, we're going to have a problem because if I preview now, the styles are lost. What's happened is I need to adjust the CSS import path. So I'll pop open index.html in Nova, and I'll look for, at the bottom of the head element, the link to my style sheet. The path is wrong. All I need to do is adjust this for where my output file is, and that's styles main.css. I'll save that and then go back and preview the page, and it looks exactly like I expect.